What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, we are back at home base, because we gotta talk to Varric with our companions, although these two are kind of close to Lacanus. I'm a little curious about that. Take a look. What are you guys doing socializing over here?
There's something on your mind.
It's just Demeter's Crossing. I can't stop thinking about it. Those people.
Yeah, it's a shit show.
What if it happens again? What if it's happening all over right now and we just don't know about it?
Something happens somewhere remote. It could take a while for word to get out.
Nev?
What? If we pretend it's not possible, we might miss something.
I just want to help, but it's all so big.
Understandable. It is a big deal. You got lots of shit to contend with. And who knows how long it'll take to contend with it. Been a minute since we talked to Varric. I'm assuming he's gonna have some kind of Warden contact for us. He would be the man to talk to. He knows pretty much everybody in Thedas, it feels like sometimes.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
I'm more interested in this being the red lyrium idol from Dragon Age 2. I can't see that, but maybe.
Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
I have no response to that. Find an Eluvian that leads to the Anderfels. Heading all over, lots of different famous locations. The Anderfels now. Well, I'm glad that we're going to be meeting more Wardens. Hopefully it'll let me recruit one. They never have too many Wardens on team. genuinely believe that. I would still be willing to try and talk the first Warden around, if I'm being completely honest. I wouldn't abandon hope of that so quickly, personally. All the Warden's helping us is net positive in every way imaginable.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Very specific.
To other shores.
I'm cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Well, this is a cool looking section of the Crossroads. One day I hope we learn more about where Morrigan was in the Crossroads, where she was hanging out. We saw bits and pieces, but not anything concrete. Maybe I'm just hoping for things nobody else cares to see, and that's why it's never been a thing.
Dark spawn. Let's clear them out.
Let's.
We're under fire!
On you first.
Now's your chance! Take your shot. Just say when.
If the dark spawn are here, the blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it. What do you do when you finish a job?
I think that's great. And maybe grab a bite to eat, then take notes on anything that feels like a loose end.
A short-lived celebration.
What can I say? The
And
work
another
doesn't always tie
farewell
up when you
time.
think it does. I guess that's less true for you, when the target's dead.
The contract's done. Though sometimes they're not as dead as you think.
Trying to see what he was looking at and see what that did for us. Only solved one of those so far. But I've been picking up a metric ton of them inside the Fade.
Let's not linger here.
Especially not now, you just jinxed us.
They're close.
On you. Okay, so I think it's more about combos than the fact that I switched to a two-hand, because if anything, my DPS is probably going up playing like this because it swings faster. Long night and more dank spawn. We'll get to that. Another one, and both are open. If I just hop down here, do you? Look on us.
Thanks for coming. Now's your chance. We're on fire. Look out. Well, that's done.
Just taking out the trash.
Come. Shot.
Look on us.
Good one, Rook.
Feeling spicy, feeling dangerous. Yeah, specking into the weapon tree was the best decision I've ever made about this. You know what you are, you give me health. Am I hallucinating? Let's go up and see if we can get a better sight line on some of this.
Eyes open. Under fire. Watch it.
End this.
End it now. Made it through that one.
Consider it ended. This is a holy place. The tree draws strength from the earth, just as the first elves did. Some younger elves grow trees in the cities to honor their ancestors. Roots have a tendency to dig down and gnarl up, then twist around things they aren't supposed to, though. Hoping that metaphor doesn't stick. Felasan. For The Eluvian.
And another Thin Harel altar.
Can I do anything to unfuck this?
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Not the nicest tree in here.
You're not kidding.
Another tendril god. Don't let it get on you.
I would like to fix this if I can. I need to be down there and probably look up at it, I imagine. Still blighted. Gotta get closer for that. Where's our last thing for the altar?
So you've had jobs where you killed your target, and then, surprise, they aren't dead.
I've had a demon possess the corpse immediately afterwards. Technically, the target was dead, but try explaining that to the person who hired you. And there was an incident with someone who'd been impersonating the real target for years. We had to renegotiate who that contract was actually for.
So the work's not so cut and dried.
They all wound up dead in the end.
Well, that's what counts, right? I'm an idiot. I was up there and I didn't get the shortcut. Let's see. I just dove this way to get it, right? Yeah, I did just dive this way. Everyone else has left. With the fates sundered from the physical world by this new veil, it's harder to reach this place, and people want the safety of home. They say the Evanuris are gone, but I promised the Dread Wolf I would help. My work here isn't done yet. I'll stay as long as I can. Sarah Varren, last of their team. Alright, that's the main thing I wanted out of all that. Now I can take that zip line and see what's across the way with that blight pustule. It's up here, I believe. Here I go getting sidetracked again.
Crystals from the Fae, or someone's dream of them? Hard to say here.
That's not growing back.
I was thinking from down here I might be able to see a pustule for that tree to maybe clean it up, but there isn't. Not that I'm seeing, at least. There's a chest in it though, so you obviously can clear it up at some point.
These bones have been preserved. But for what?
I sense a way through, Dweller. Find that which seals the path.
As is always the case. Alright, let's mosey on back to where we were originally trying to get to here. This is gonna end up being another Crossroads episode, and then next time will be the one where we get to the Anderfels, but there's so many goodies here, it's like wasteful not to explore. I wouldn't recommend doing that based on how sketchy my physics got at though. We'll go there at some point. After we check the unway.
Over there. Another entryway like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
Indeed.
There. It's happening again. We're in another of Solus's memories. Remember last time? Past really can still hurt you.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
More demons. Huh? Spirits. Raising the demon army, Solus.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. We're spirits of disruption. Let's act like it.
I already have one demon. I'm not pretending to be another.
We don't want to do some quick RP. And you just embrace the nickname a little extra then. Really be the demon of Varantium.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Goodbye to his ass.
They can hurt us. Stay sharp.
Hope you get. Okay, we'll go introduce ourselves here in a sec.
We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
Every fortress can be breached. I feel like using any of my potions.
More enemies. Go.
They bring the strength of the Fade!
We're almost through to their citadel. Never near us.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
Victory! You must hold fast!
The gods send aid! As far as you go!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached this citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
Like I said, he's always been a cockroach. Remember him shedding tears in Dragon Age Inquisition over spirits being corrupted against their nature and all that stuff. Now look at him.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
Yeah, of course not.
See what this fragment can tell us.
Better just trick them all right. Have them all die for the cause unknowingly. I guess he didn't feel like he could trust his own people to do their job. I'll actually take the axe because it's given us rage gen, and I believe that's how we get our abilities to pop, so actually gladly take the hatchet. Snuff. All aboard. A monument to humility. This monument has been methodically destroyed. One of the shards shows a victorious elven general. Written firmly across the smiling stone face are Veilfire runes. Here is the folly of Miranadas, dreamer and defender of Arlathan. He broke the ragged blades of the hungering brethren. He laid the head of the moon-bred serpent at the Vunin gates. In his arrogance, he thought to claim these crossroads for the glory of Arlathan alone. Upon these peaks, he set these monuments. But he returned to find Arlathan lost and his people scattered, and those who sheltered the stranger and fed the hungry were greater heroes than he. Here is the folly, and here also the lesson. Pride bears us to the heights, and pride casts us from them. We have skills. I have 3 skill points. What am I doing? Take a look at some of this. Whirlwind. Well, that gets juicy, doesn't it? Does that only work with a two-handed weapon? Hitting an enemy with a smash ability permanently reduces their defense. Hitting an enemy with a strike ability replenishes 25 rage. Is this a strike? Yes, strike projectile. And what are you? You're a smash. And you are area and control. Smash too. Interesting. This wasn't that good. I'm not really interested in going back to that. This is an area smash as well. That gives me... That costs 2 rage bars and it's 1,000 physical. That costs 1 rage bar and it's 500 physical. 1 rage bar. And that's no rage bar. I guess that's just on a cool. Yeah, that's just on a flat cooldown. Okay. But these are all spammable. Once you feel rage, you can just keep popping this stuff. 2 rage. I got him charged attacks. Upgrade smash abilities. Smash abilities now deal an additional 50% damage versus armor. Hitting an enemy with a strike ability deals increased damage equal to 50% of your base weak point damage. Well, as promised, let's get the damage versus armor. Equipping an ability of each damage type increases ability damage by 20%. We don't know what we have equipped currently to even do the math on that. Stagger from final attacks and affliction damage. This is cleave and strike. Doesn't seem bad. Increases with distance from the target while applying bleeding on hit. So the further you are from the target, the more damage it does. Upgrades area abilities and damage dealt by strike abilities versus enemies with low health. Let's get that. And let's get that. Then we'll go to that area strike damage. Alright, now. Sorry. That's what I was trying to look at. We have smash, an area, strike. We do have one of each. It's doing 320 fire. That's 292 physical. But it applies overwhelm for the detonator, and that's doing 486 physical, and that detonates weaken. This is what I would drop if I had something to drop it for. Pretty much always keep this on because it's a big AoE ability.
That fey tear is spewing blight. That must be how the gods are sending blight into the Crossroads.
Yeah, that right there. I'm sure the answer to getting that open is not simple. And right back where we need to be. The level design is quite good in this game, in terms of it all being concise and easy to navigate. I've gotten lost a couple of times. It's not obnoxious to explore. Sometimes games can be very obnoxious to explore. I've dealt with that in a couple of games. The first one that comes to mind is Darksiders 3, and I love the Darksiders games. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna put them on the channel one day, actually. Maybe sometime soon when I need something to freshen up, because I was thinking after this game I might do the Dead Space remake, and then go through the original Dead Space trilogy, or do the original Dead Space, then go back through the remake to see the changes. Resident Evil might be on here. I was also thinking about putting the Far Cry games on the channel too, since they just got Steam achievements, and I'm a sucker for Steam achievements. We've been playing a lot of sword fantasy hack and slash games on the channel, apart from Warhammer, so I figured I'd put some shooting type games on here too. Oh, I can only have one. Okay. We can only have one, then I want it to be enough. The Connors can take a break.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Harding back on the scout mission, huh?
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it!
Wardens.
Antoine, Evka, it's been a while.
Yes, and Harding, it's good to see you again.
I hear you've been causing problems.
And you two haven't?
We don't make problems.
We just fall into them.
Right.
What's the latest?
I think we could all say
It's
that.
the elven gods. They're real, and they're changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. You must have heard of Demeter's Crossing. The Blight there was unlike anything I've seen, and it hit too fast. Whatever comes next, it's bad.
A change? Manipulation could explain it. We've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves, and it's altered. I can feel it.
Then you believe me?
You're a lot of things, Rook, and a good warden's one of them. You wouldn't lie about this.
Rank and file always were quite easy to convince. Whether that's from Duncan to Alistair to the Wardens we met in Kirkwall in Dragon Age 2.
Thanks,
Most of them aren't political, they just understand the goal, like the Dead Legion.
With you. Now, let's see what we can do.
If the Blight's changed, we need our order. The first warden likes us more than you, but that's not saying much.
If he thinks what happened to that village was an aberration, a further hunch from Evka and myself won't win him over.
We need more proof.
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission, not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Sounds good.
Got it. Stay safe.
You too.
We'll see you soon.
Well, I'd say we found the camp.
You think?
So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
Looks like they
fire's
found
still
the
going.
afterlife after.
Were they ambushed?
You're all meant to be extinct. Why do you have a griffin? A very cute baby griffin.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like darkspawn? Griffins hunt darkspawn.
I like this guy already.
Easy. I'm a warden too. We found blight on the tent. You've had company.
Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Another warden couldn't hurt. Try to keep up.
You have a little bit of an ego, don't you?
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
Since when do we have a griffin? Aren't they extinct?
Been keeping it quiet, even from other wardens. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Yeah, I would want to keep that quiet too.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own.
It's like a baby. Alright everybody, we're gonna wrap this one here and split it, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.